many?
So at
Oh
1.
God. Oh God.
And we're back. We're back. Hang on.
You can't hide me
Hey.
forever.
You guys
Don't worry,
want to play
guys.
some
We're all
D&D
still
tonight?
on the break screen, so
Everybody
just you
shut
can
up.
still talk
You're
freely.
You're not on the break
Say
screen
whatever
anymore.
we want.
No,
Oh,
you
they can
can't.
see.
You
We
can't
We could
say
finally
that.
say whatever we want.
All right, go ahead.
Right. Yeah.
Have at it.
Man,
Molasses.
this show sucks.
So,
If I wasn't trapped in their basement.
jeez.
If these delicious ketchup chips weren't supplied to me all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys done?
Yeah, no, you can.
I can
You go
proceed.
ahead.
You
Awesome.
have your player's permission to begin now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, when we last left our heroes, as most of the party reunited back at the manor, with Team Pink Book and Team Scroll finally becoming whole once more, the party decided it was time to reunite all and save Oksana. And with a little help from Vespera, they were able to determine her location. And so the party somewhat sneakily stormed, on the Durelium Institute, where Vespera had told them she had been held. Vespera informed the party that she had gotten close with a certain professor and learned that there was a secret passage through his inner domain and into the cellars below where Oksana was being held. As the party made their way to the inner sanctum of this strange professor, he immediately called forth his security protocol, ensuring that no invaders would survive the encounter. A battle was fought, but the party remained victorious as per usual, before heading into the cellars area where Oksana was apparently being held. However, as they emerged down below, it seemed the professor had taken further precautions, wrapping himself with a crystalline-like guard, as well as calling forth the most terrible foe the party has ever faced, the Bearing Golem. There, a brutal battle took place, with a few of the party members going down. However, with quick thinking and remembrance of their teleportation rings, the party quickly made off with Oksana, save for two, Basil and V. With V unconscious, Basil refused to leave her side. And with a last-ditch effort, attempted to transport V back home, which, with a bit of luck, he was able to. Now trapped in the basement cellar, alone with the professor, V, barely clinging on to life, sitting at the gazebo back at the manor, and the rest of the party being hunted down by the ball-bearing golem. Who knows what will transpire? And so, our story continues. Where's the thing I need?
You can't
This one?
always get what you want.
Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. That one's too crazy
Whoa,
to start
what?
with. Yeah, that's too crazy to start with. I should have stuck with where I was at.
Two more ball-bearing golems appear.
It's fine. It's fine.
You're all fucked.
And your grandpa, the mean one.
Oh God.
Basil,
Hmm.
as you hide away inside one of the cellars, still invisible, an odd silence seems to creep over the entire area. Not only have you watched your companions leave through the back exit, but V has also vanished back to the manor. The sounds of battle now completely silenced. As the mage continues to hover above, the crystal whirling around his head like a beacon. I know you're in here somewhere. It's only a matter of time before I find you. He continues to look around. You were all foolish to storm on the Durelium Institute. Mad, some would say.
Basil's going to try and move around a little bit as he's talking, just to kind of, so that he doesn't pinpoint my location as I'm speaking.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Oh no, everything's so slow. Okay, I'm just gonna roll this one right here. Okay, there we go. Adadouche. That
Magic
is
word.
a 10.
A 10. As you begin to move around, a bit of debris seems to break and crumble underneath your foot. The minute that it does, you look up towards the mage to see if he's noticed, and while he himself hasn't noticed, the crystal that seems to be hovering around him like a halo suddenly stops. You get a strange feeling that it's peering down on your position.
Okay. Mad? You say that we're mad? You are a man of intellect, a scholar who has worked here for so long. Why would you ally yourself with someone who is bent on raising a god known as the Butcher? Surely you can appreciate this fool's errand.
You watch as he slowly starts to descend down to the ground, putting his hands behind his back. I claim no allegiance to anyone raising gods. I'm a man of science, a man of technology, of innovation. I need no gods.
Be that as it may, it is who you are working for. Why do you think a group of individuals, within the span of less than a week, suddenly became among the most wanted people in this city? A hodgepodge group of individuals suddenly decided to murder guards and run rampant at one of the most highly guarded institutes? No. There is something much bigger here at play.
I would be lying if I didn't say I had considered it. It does seem odd to create such a flash for something so trivial.
I'm going to drop my invisibility.
As you do, he turns towards you. A bold and clever move. A man of the mind. I respect that.
And likewise, I'm hoping at least there is some measure that I can at least explain to you as someone who values knowledge above all else. Because even if you decide that here and now is where I fall, I can't be the last to know what I know.
I respect your boldness. And I am curious. Let us call a parley. For now. I wish to
agree.
learn more of this Butcher and its
If you wish for this.
intentions with the Durelium Institute.
If you wish for this, then I will need your help. For if the first sword get a hold of me, this knowledge will die with me.
You've got my attention. My name is Velen.
Basil,
Well,
Basil Thorn.
Well, Basil Thorn, as long as you continue to intrigue me and not tell lies, you will stay out of the First Sword's way. But make no mistake, the first inkling that you cannot be trusted will be your last.
Then I enjoy your hospitality.
You watch as some of the armor now begins to shift and break away in plate, as it slowly starts to almost magnetically move behind him, still on his body, but converging into what looks like a shell or a backpack. However, the crystal that remains spinning, haloing around his head, still remains. Now, the first question that I have, and the one that I found most curious. The Durelium Institute has not held prisoners in decades. And yet here we are, in the middle of a jailbreak. I take it this has something to do with your butcher?
Yes. The one who is orchestrating all of this needs our friend who is being held here. They play an integral piece in the resurrection of this dead god.
How?
And I hope you... It is through their sacrifice that this dead god will be allowed to be awakened. There is something unique, something that even I have not yet fully grasped about our friend Oksana. Without her, their plans, at least by my understanding, grind to a halt.
And who is the individual that supports this butcher, who tries to raise it?
She goes by the Crimson Herald, a red armored-clad and rather violent woman. We have been evading her for some time, but were forced to confront her in the Underdark not too long ago. And, well, that was where she captured most of us, and while many of us escaped, Oksana was unable to. We destroyed their facility there, but it seemed as though they'd transported her here, and we found that out through various friends and connections, which led us to this jailbreak.
Basil, I'd like you to do something for me.
If I can facilitate it?
Tell me everything you know of these circumstances. As you begin to tell the strange mage all about the happenings.
The only thing I will leave out is my origin as a Frightling, but I will otherwise tell him what has happened to us.
Okay. To the rest of the group, Wilhelm, Scrump, Sicarious. As you quickly make your way down the small hallway, still hearing the scrapings of the ball bearings directly behind you, you move quickly with purpose, albeit Oksana finds it a bit difficult, carrying Scrump and Petunia. Scrump, I don't remember, but are you still down? You are muted, my friend.
I am, yes, now.
Okay. Go ahead and make another death saving throw for me.
Can Wilhelm perceive that he's unconscious?
You would have known and seen him go down in the first place. You're moving quickly at this point in time just to get to the other end of the small corridor. Scrump, what did you roll?
It's 18. We're fine.
18? Okay. As you continue to move quickly, Oksana calls out to the rest of the group. Scrump is not doing well. He might fall soon. What can we do? We need many happy times again with Scrump. So happy to have you all back in my life.
Hearing that, Sicarious will rush over to him because obviously just being reawoken by Wilhelm, he wasn't really paying that close attention. Now noticing this, he will run over to Oksana holding Scrump and lay his hands on him and give him at least 3 hit points for my lay on hands to revive him so he can get up, and so she's not so encumbered running with him.
Scrump, you feel the life begin to return to you, the warmth now washing over you once again. Oksana still holds you underneath her arm as she looks down at you face to face. Are you good now, little friend?
I picture it. Scrump would kind of like, almost as if he fell asleep screaming as he's healed. You just hear, ah! As he comes back to life and you just start flailing wildly in Oksana's
You're
arm.
okay, you're okay.
Oh boy, this one needs a diaper change. He's crying very much. And she puts Scrump down.
Do we still hear the ball bearings behind us?
Make a perception check for me.
Did we win? Yeah, we won, right? I whooped their butts.
15.
15. As you listen closely, it seems the sound of the ball bearings has stopped for some reason. Like they're awaiting something. Small, tiny sentinels.
We must continue to move. I don't hit her. We maybe have lost them, but let's continue to go. And no, we did not win, Scrump.
Nah. I'll get him
We
next
got
time.
Oksana, so the goal was complete, but we still
That's
need to
good.
figure out the rest of the party.
Where's V and Basil?
I saw Basil heading to V's side, and if I know Basil like I think I do at this point, she's in good hands.
Okay.
But we need to find a way to get Oksana back to our base because she does not have a ring.
I did have a thought on that. Assuming our somewhat trustful, I hope, friend Vespira is still outside with the guards. I think I have an idea.
So your plan is to go to where the guards are that we're trying to escape from.
We only need a moment.
And he'll like hold his
All
ring
right,
up.
my friend. We don't really have another option here. And
Can't
while I'm
run all the
doing
way
that,
through the city, can we?
I am going to. Is there anybody else that's hurt besides myself here? I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself right now. I only have 3.
As you're asking, you look over and you see Scrump's already smearing himself with like his patented ointment. He's like, a little better. I've used 2 spell slots of healing word on myself.
Okay.
I just gave myself. So I'm up to 14 total.
All right, I'm up to 8, so I'm not as horribly wounded.
I could probably burn 1 more level 1 spell slot if somebody needs it. Oh, and I do have 1 healing potion as well. Who needs that? Rob, do you want that?
I'm good. We can get back, hopefully.
Hopefully.
You see Scrump holding it up. He's like, eh. And then you're like, I'm good. He's like, oh. And then you look at it and you realize it's like bottle clearly just says acid. He's like, ah.
I don't know. Sicarious just has a little bit of hesitation accepting potions from you. Sorry.
Are we still making our way
Yes,
as
we're
we're
walking.
talking? Right?
I would assume so. Yes. Like,
Okay.
keep going.
I was thinking it was implied. I want to make sure it was stated. Okay.
Yeah.
Will. Hey, Will.
Oh, I thought you said Will. I'm sorry. Yes.
Whale. Why would I talk of whales?
Will, I'm also confused as to how you know my name, but we'll focus on that right now.
Right. We have not met before. This is new to me. I said well the first time, I swear. I put your tiger down now.
Yes, she can run on her own.
Good tiger. We'll leave.
It's good to have you back. You're the only one who knows what to do. So let's do what the smart lady says and get out of here.
That's what I said.
Right. Yeah, you're the brains.
Yes. You all continue to make your way through the corridors, finding yourself back in the inner sanctum of the mage. There doesn't seem to be any more motion. The clumps of clay still remain from your last battle. You continue to look around for a minute. And as you do, everything remains the same as it once was.
I'm feeling a little better after I drank this bottle of potion. Throws an empty bottle away. I've healed another 8.
Okay. I take it you're all continuing to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shouldn't we just use the rings? And if Basil and V are anywhere, wouldn't it make sense that they went back to the manor? Shouldn't we maybe go back?
I was in the realm of thinking that Oksana here doesn't have a ring.
Oh, yeah.
Or else
That's
we
a
would have
long
already left. But unfortunately, that is not an option right now.
Only
We need
bells
to-
have rings.
Hmm?
Only bells
Yeah.
have rings.
Right, only bells have rings. Oh, it's a metaphor.
Very good.
That's where I'm hoping Vespira
So-
can come in. If she
And
can
if-
put Oksana in the book, she'll be
How-
safe and we can meet with her later.
Wait, go inside the book.
Just Oksana. The rest of us can head back to the manor.
And how do you get her out?
We'll meet with her later.
So she'll just be
we've
in the
had
book this
people
entire
come.
time. We just rescued her.
I don't see another option outside of running through the city full of guards looking for us. But if you do have another plan, then
I do not
willing to
have a
hear
plan
it.
B, unfortunately. So let's hope your plan A works.
Well, let's certainly hope so.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
While I do not want to be prisoner in cage or book, I know place of where I can go.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Yes.
You
I
said
will
she's
hide.
the brains, right, Scrump?
If she knows what she's doing, if she said she's got a place, she'll probably dig down a couple feet, stick her head in, make a nice little burrow. They'll be fine.
No, I will not do that.
Oh, that's what Scrump would do. What are you gonna do?
I will go see Maggie and Carlos and stay.
Right?
Hey, they're gonna go see Maggie and Carlos, whoever they are. Who's Maggie and Carlos?
Wait, are those people you stood with before we met?
Yes. They took care of me and Grimoire many time. I stay under the bookshelf or under staircase where Grimoire would stay.
Oh, that's a pretty good setup. Under the stairs?
Under
Ah,
stairs, yes.
that's the warm spot.
Well, since the rest of us have rings, how about we escort you there, and then once we know you're safe, then we can go back to base and find your ring and return it to you.
Yes. I would like that very much.
Well, then
So now we
proper
don't have to worry
introduction we'll
about
have to wait
the
till later.
mystic woman person.
true enough. Be careful, Oksana. They're still looking for you.
Well, we're going with her.
I will throat punch. I'm fine.
See, they're fine. They got it all figured out. Good to have you back, smart lady.
Good to be back, small child.
Nah, I'm probably older than you.
We go now.
Okay.
All right. You're the brains.
Yes.
Reluctantly follow.
I told you, Wilhelm. They always know what to do.
I hope you're right.
You all make your way towards the last doorway to which you came through before going into the grand hallway of the Durelium Institute, just one door away from the outside. I need you all to make a stealth check for me, please.
No, there's no temptation dice up there.
Plus 3.
16 for Wilhelm.
Oh, where's my
I got an 11. Actually, can
Oops.
I know it's a little preemptive, but the way it works, can I cast guidance on myself for this day? Just roll an extra d4 for this. All right, cool, Dave. I'm going to roll a d4.
Thank you, Baldur's Gate 3, for allowing players to think they can do things.
Oh, it helps. It's a 1, so I have a whole 12 now.
Fantastic.
I got a 9.
There has been a temptation dice laid out for you, though.
Do it, Rob.
Yeah, do it, Rob. I'm feeling
I got
okay
a
at
9,
12.
so I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Oh, 6. So what's that? 15?
15.
15.
Is a 16 for Wilhelm and an 18 for Petunia.
Okay. V. Make a death saving throw for me.
All
On
right.
V.
Fucking fine. Here we go.
I'm sensing a nat 1.
Why would
No,
you?
no, no, no,
why
no,
would
no,
you
no,
even
no,
put
no.
that in the universe before I rolled my dice?
I can't do
I'm
anything
more
about it.
I'm more
We
often
don't
wrong
want
than I am
nat
right.
ones
So
to occur
there you go.
Swiss,
So-
put your finger down. What's wrong with all of you people?
Oh my god.
God, I feel so alone. Okay.
Now you know how I
You
feel.
are.
Wow. Okay.
Come on, Rita, don't get a 1.
Stop saying 1.
It's a 9.
A 9.
Not
So
a 1.
that's 2 death saves, correct?
No, I
They're
succeeded.
first.
I
Success, one
succeeded
fail.
one,
Yeah.
and now I failed one.
Okay.
I'm surprised I remembered that for a week somehow.
Well
yeah,
done. Well
maybe
done.
you do really
Like a-
care.
16 or something the first time or whatever.
Yeah.
As you lay on an uncomfortable wooden floor of the gazebo, your sense is not about you at this point. You feel yourself getting colder. The world around you getting blurrier. Like waves crashing over top of you. At this point, you can only make out silhouettes of the nearby gazebo. And what you can only guess to be the tops of the trees swaying back and forth. The sounds all around you heavily muffled. Until you see a new shape starting to form. Directly beside you. A strange circle that seems to get larger and larger. When the muffled sounds stop for a moment, and the clearest sound can be heard.
What are you doing just laying around? I've got a few days. And you're already taking a break? Now's not the time, V. Besides, you still got a lot of shit to do. There's been a lot of chitter-chatter on this side. And things aren't looking good. This whole thing is coming to a head soon. The money isn't on you guys right now. Let's just say we're expecting a lot more new friends on the side after the Harvest Moon Festival. But you guys still have a shot. You gotta find Aurelia. She can turn the tides in your favor, but you gotta find a fast V. A beautiful butcher is coming. So get up, V. V, you gotta get up. Come on, V. Wake up.
V! V, wake up! Wake up, V! You feel yourself suddenly shaking as your eyes open. You see Jed kneeling down in front of you. a terrifying look on his face. You now hear a little bit of the flute being played by Pluck, seeing the musical notes manifest directly in front of you. And standing behind them both, you see the familiar face of Tristan as he rolls 2 coins in his hands.
Oh, it's
Quick, someone get some water to splash on her face. That'll wake her up, right? No, I think she's fine now, Jed. V, are you all right?
I'm up now? Not unconscious anymore?
You have been healed for 8 points, thanks to Pluck and his song.
Also, Bobby, I hate and love you. So
Seconded.
Appreciate it.
Round of applause for Bobby. Well done.
Yes,
Well done.
seriously.
I got to bring him
Is that a
back. It was
voice
fun for
acting?
me.
Aw.
You didn't even move your lips. That was awesome.
Yeah.
uh
How does he do it?
wow, I haven't spoken in V's voice and it feels like forever. My head hurts a lot. Where am I? What is going on?
What do you mean, where are you? You're back at the gazebo. Look around. And as you do look around, you do remember the familiar area. It seems you're back at the manor.
Where is everyone?
What do you mean, where is everyone? We thought you were with them.
I thought I was too. We were very much outnumbered. Well, not outnumbered, but outpowered. And I went down. I took way too much damage, and then there was blackness, and then I heard Basil telling me to come here, and then I heard Grimoire, and now I'm with you. I don't know. I assumed the others would come back with me. I don't know what's going on. My ring must have worked. Must have activated.
You're lucky we were outside teaching Tristan how to stanky leg better. We wouldn't even seen the flash of light. Luckily, Pluck was able to do his fluty thing where, I don't know what the hell he did, but there was like some pink notes that came out of it and then like shot down into your chest and then you started to glow a little bit.
Thank you for that, but we have to go back. If they're not here, then something is wrong.
Not to railroad you at all, but I don't think you're in any shape to return back to the fight.
That's true. So what is the alternative? What if they don't come back?
I don't think you have to worry about that, V. They are more than capable warriors. And they've probably got themselves out of far worse situations. What you need to do is rest and heal. No matter what happens next, you'll be needed.
Right. Well, Tristan, are you still weird?
Am I still what?
Weird. Are you weird?
Sure. Yes.
You sound much more normal now. That is good. I am glad you are back. All right.
Thank you.
You can put those coins away.
I was going to get some more out. You said maybe they're not coming back. How many?
I don't know, like 17 maybe? How many eyes do y'all have?
Everyone has 2 eyes. But we're not going down that road. We're going to hope that they will come back soon. How long have I
And-
been here? Do you know?
Not long. You only been here for maybe a minute?
All right. So maybe they're just behind me.
We should probably go in and you should start to rest and recover.
All right, Tristan, you get one side. I'll get the other side. As Jed kind of leans down and wraps one of your arms around him.
I would go on the other side, whatever side that is.
We will try and pretend she's fine, but then she's not feeling great, so she'll just take the help.
Okay. The four of you make your way back towards the manor proper. Hey, V.
Yes.
I don't know if I heard this right, but did you say you heard Grimoire?
I think so. He was mostly offering words of encouragement to wake up. I'm not sure if that was Grimoire or my own will, but he did say some other things that make me think maybe it really was him.
Let's get you inside first. Maybe when the rest come, you can give us a little bit more detail.
Yes.
To the rest of the group. With a combined roll of 15. God, I hate this program. There it is. With a
Say that we're
combined
sponsored. I'm just kidding.
With a combined effort, you successfully make your way out the last set of doors into the hallway. Looking around, there doesn't seem to be a lot of people. No alarms have been raised, which begs the question of why. Not worrying about this just at the moment, you quickly make your way outside of the front gates. Looking around, you see a few individuals that some seem to be studying under a tree. A few in conversation. But no one pays any attention to you. Clearing the door from behind, you continue to make your way to the front entrance, where it seems that Vespera continues to do her job well, as the two guards continue to fight. She sees you approaching, and as she does, she pivots around to the other side of them and begins to speak loudly. Gentlemen, gentlemen! Obviously, the choice between the two of you is ever so difficult. But there is one way I think this can be decided. I've always been attracted to strong men. I'm sure whoever the strongest will be able to take my hand. The two immediately start shoving each other back and forth, clearly getting into a bit of a brawl. She flips her head back towards the small alley to which you had originally come from.
Let's bounce.
This is her sign. Let's go.
Oh, yes.
Without any further waiting, you rush to the other side of the street, now hiding, ducking down behind the alleyway. It seems you've made yourselves clear of the Durelium Institute.
Okay, Oksana, lead the way to wherever you need to go. We'll escort you there before we leave.
Perhaps we should take a form less conspicuous.
And I'll use disguise self to look like a old man.
How many charges of the disguises does the ring have?
It has 3 per day.
3. Okay, I used
3
one
per
when we
day.
got here, so I can use another one. Old man, all right, I'll be an old lady. Just kind of match with you.
You two are adorable. I like.
Right.
Scrump's gonna take on his alter persona of Scottish McTavish, and he's gonna turn into like an oversized dwarf.
Nice.
I feel like we are very odd couples.
Aye, laddie. Scrump kind of like takes the backpack, and you still see him sort of sway to keep up with it, even though he's very sizable.
Yes, so I mean, yes, so let's go.
I love it.
Yes, where are we?
In the alleyway.
We're on the People's Ring right now. We'll have to get all the way down to Dog's Breath. No, I wouldn't know that at all. Proceed.
I mean, you're from
Forgetting like because when you have 2 characters in the campaign, you gotta drop all the knowledge of one. Like think of all the knowledge the other one has.
Yep. Welcome to Swiss Dave's Hell.
That's why he kills everything.
Judging on the way you're dressed, you must come from Dog's Breath.
Oksana, do you have some way of perhaps disguising yourself?
Yes, I will find. As she begins to look around the alley, she sees bits of trash and parchment and some tattered up robes and banners. Let's go ahead and just roll for this quickly.
Mm-mm.
It's a 4. She basically just wraps a few things around her arms, puts a pile of what looks to be old cabbage atop her head, and smears some mud on her face.
Dave, if Scrump runs over and starts to like use his, I guess his artificer knowledge, can I just try to do a help action? You can roll an advantage. No,
Sure.
Just like pull up a little mop head. He's like, look, you could use this as hair.
Yes, the child is right.
Wilhelm looks at Scrump with just a little bit of disdain. Just like,
It's all right. I know exactly what to do with this hair. And she takes the mop from you and begins to shove it down the top of her shirt. I am now Manan.
When did this guy get here? Scrump's genuinely confused.
It's very good. I am very disguised. I am very disguised. This is how Manan top voice talks now. That's good, right? Yes, we live.
Well, then be a gentleman and lead the way.
Yes, I'll lead as gentleman does.
Yes.
And
What did Oksana roll on that?
she rolled a 4 and a 9.
Oh, God.
She's amazing. She's amazing. So, as you all continue to make your way out of the alleyway proper, I need one of you to roll a survival check for me.
I'll do it.
Yes. Okay.
It's like your thing.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. It's a 15. I rolled a 10.
Of 15. Wilhelm taking the leads, seemingly knowing these city streets better than most, begins to take you down towards the closest transport center that will ship you down to Dog's Breath. It takes but a matter of 20 minutes to get there. And as you begin to approach, taking most of the back alleyways to avoid as much suspicion as possible, you're faced with one last task. Getting past the guards and gaining entrance to one of the ships down. I am not very good at talking. Who's best?
Literally, our 2 talkers our 3 talkers aren't here.
All
I have a
right.
-1 to charisma.
All of our charisma-based people aren't with us.
Well,
Whoopsie,
my
doesn't have a
character's charisma
negative.
based, so I'm sorry if the player's not.
Okay, so Rob, that's something. You're charisma based. All right. I'll cast guidance on Rob just to help out a bit.
Shit.
Nobody
we
can
might need
deny
it.
a sweet old.
Sicarious is pretty
He, like,
blunt
pushes
when
you
it comes to
forward.
stuff.
I'm for this.
Yeah, it's either you do it or we're rolling at a -1.
Let's go. All right, we'll give it a shot.
All right. As you all begin to approach the guards. Also, you have a temptation dice now.
Oh God, I'm using way too many of those.
You can only see 2 guards in front of you, albeit in very well-kept, well-polished armor. One of them seems to be manning the booth directly, allowing individuals on and off of the boats. The other just seems to be keeping an eye out, patrolling, pacing back and forth, seeming a little bit bored.
So these are just regular guards. These aren't the first sword, right?
No, these are just regular guards.
All right.
Yeah, should be easy.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. So we don't have other papers.
I forgot them in my other trousers, as you see
Yeah.
Scrump turn out Scottish McTavish's pants.
All right. Well, I guess we'll. No time like the present. Let's approach. Just start walking in, like, just to keep my head down, just like grabbing
We'll
onto
all link
Wilhelm.
arms. Yeah.
Yeah,
like have
linking
like
arm
his
like
arm
we're
out
just an
for
old
her.
couple, just minding our business, going straight, like we know what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Until they say something.
As you begin to approach the individual at the front, hold, please.
Oh, yes. Looking up at him. Like,
What do you mean, hold? Scrump's
What?
just spamming it up. Like,
why are they stopping us from going in? I don't understand. And he starts slapping Wilhelm on the shoulder. Like, what is, you said this was, why are you stopping us?
Wilhelm appears to have stage fright and is just like wide-eyed looking at the cards.
I am a man. Yes, well, I am going to need to see your papers or tickets, please, as is customary.
Oh, yes, but forgive an old lady, but I forgot my purse at home, and that's what this man here is helping me escort my way, because I get lost a lot, and I'm so sorry. You don't want to stop an old lady from getting her medicine, do you?
Oof, played the old lady card with medicine.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I can't argue with that. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me, Rob. Actually,
Persuade.
deception.
You mean he's not an old lady getting
Deception? Alright. Alright, that's not too bad. 15 plus 3, so 18.
You got a D4 for the guidance.
Oh, D4? So that's 18 plus 1. So plus 1.
Yeah.
So 19.
19.
Okay. You do have a temptation dice as well.
I'm good with 19.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
Get out of here,
I was gonna
Dave.
say, don't let him sell you out.
I mean, if a 19 doesn't work, then we're screwed anyway.
Yeah, best guard in the city.
I know.
Oh, I'm very sorry, ma'am. And these companions, they are going with you.
Yes. They're the ones who found me because I get lost a lot. They work at, well, he's with me, and then the man is kind of like in charge of us to make sure we don't get lost, and I don't want to get him in trouble.
Found them watering in the forest. Scrump's just like, and we were walking along, and we see this old lady out there. He's just gonna keep going. You guys gotta take a minute.
Wilhelm will step
I
on
can't
his
stop
toe.
you because I'm supposed to be the one that's. It's like,
Wilhelm will step on his toe.
All right, I
I am the man.
Yes.
Yes. All right then.
They keep me safe, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, I will say this, that We'll get you back down home. But please don't tell anyone I've let you through so easily. It's
Oh, you're such a kind sir. And he touched his face and just like, thank you so much. Grab his hand. Start kissing it.
okay. Thank you. I'm glad to help. That's fine. And you were saying you were going. Sorry, where?
Oh, my medits. Like Flora.
We are going to see Magon. I mean, we are going home.
Dog's breath.
Dog's breath. Oh, terrible place, but
Well, it just reminded me when I smelled the breath. Sorry. I lose my mind sometimes.
I understand, Mom. Not a problem. Well, be very careful. We do have some, well, criminals on the loose. They seem to be very agitated. We've not just recently heard of another attack on the Lucrum Estates. You must be very, very careful.
We would be very careful. Thank you so much for your concern, Sonny. But as you can see, I got a good protection behind me here.
Ah, yes, any criminals, maybe they had a point. Maybe they're not like totally bad criminals.
Wilhelm
Maybe you
steps
should-
on his
Thank
foot
you
again.
so much, sir.
I-
We greatly appreciate that. And he kind of squeezes, Scrump's hand a little bit. Like, let's go. Thank you so much for your help. Reason
Thank you
hard.
for your time.
As you are all kind of pushed and moved forward by Wilhelm and Sicarious passing by the guard. He opens up the door for you to allow you onto the small vessel. I am not a woman. Yes, very good. As he closes the door and the small ship begins to raise. As it begins to float gingerly over the side of the People's Ring and starts to make its way down. We got him good. He did not expect any of the things. Yes, we are very sneaky.
Yes, we are.
Honestly, can't believe that worked.
I mean, come on. Who could resist an old lady that needs her medicine?
All right.
Wait a minute, Scottish McDavis. Where is Sicarious? He starts looking around. Did we leave him behind?
Here's the small
It's me.
woman.
Who's this old lady?
It's me, right here, in front of you.
Oh, jeez. We can move
Still
on.
in the old lady garb.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. You all easily make your way down towards the port within Dog's Breath and exit the small vessel before kind of moving away from the stand where the guard of Dog's Breath stands.
Another one?
There's
I
at
doubt
all
they care
of
that we're
the
in Dog's Breath.
yeah, no, they don't really care. They make absolutely no efforts. They just kind of look at you. Welcome to Dog's Breath. Get off.
If you're
live."
coming here, it's like you already have problems of your own.
The instructions for the guards is don't look anyone in the eye.
Yeah.
Stand upwind.
Yeah.
All right.
No loose change.
You make your way into the city streets before finding a what looks to be a secluded-ish area. A few passers-by, but no one seemingly paying any mind whatsoever. Well, friends, I can go from here. Thank you for everything. Tell V I hope she's not dead. And I tell Basil that I too hope he is not dead. And I will be at Mag and Carlos. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Wait, we should at least see what it is so that way we can get back through the teleporter, right?
You've definitely been there before.
Have I? Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to bring you a ring, smart lady, and then you'll figure all this out and we'll all be okay.
Thank you, small
I mean,
child.
aye.
All right, Toscana. We will see you soon. Stay
Yes.
low. Keep out of the limelight.
Yes, all of those things I will stay under the stair.
The
Very
lemon
good.
light's dangerous too. Don't go near lemon lights.
Don't go lamb.
What?
No, I will go with bear. Okay, bye. She turns and just starts arbitrarily walking away.
All right. Let's. Now that we know she's safe, let's. Well, I need to return home because I am not feeling very well at all.
I mean, we're out in the town. We might as well grab a drink or like hang out or something.
Home.
Okay. Fine, we'll check on V. Yeah, he's gone.
We'll have a drink back at the manor.
Oh boy.
That he goes to.
Yeah, Scrump's gone too.
All right. The three of you vanish as you return back to the manor proper. Basil. After spending so much time with Velner, you've properly explained the situation, leaving out some of your own personal details. Quite the story that you have. Why should it be trusted? A secret society that has somehow bled its way into the uppermost of society. Seems a little far-fetched. The only reason why you still stand is because I too have many questions that seem unanswered. Do you hold any proof of any of these things?
An excellent question. There is some measure of proof, but nothing that I on my own could present to you in the current state that I'm in. Velna, I know that you are a man of science and research, and there is a way to go about doing things. Through proof, through trial. Allow me to offer you at least one small piece. As I said, I am connected with the Book of Fear, but it is not just through me that this power is channeled. A second set of eyes may, at the very least, perhaps offer some measure of proof that what I'm saying isn't at least all theory and speculation. And I'm going to ask Briny to manifest in the palm of my hands.
Okay. Holding your hands out in front of you, clasped, Velner looks down, curious, as he watches as thin strands of gold, seemingly underneath your skin, but at the same time over top, like a saturated golden tattoo, begins to slowly make its way down your wrists. It begins to circle in a small pool within the palm of your hand, before a tiny golden glow starts to emanate. The small pool begins to form and take shape as it pulls up from the palm of your hand. And not a moment later, what looks to be a small girl stands in the palm of your hand. I've never seen such magic before. He bends down and stares at the young girl, moving back and forth, observing it from all sides, like a true scientific mind. He reaches forward with his finger and slightly pokes it. I beg your pardon. He snaps back a little bit. And it talks. I do much more than talk, sir. What Basilisk says is true. I am a sprite of the Nightmare King. Everything he's told you is truth. And while I myself cannot offer any proof, I stand before you bearing witness to tell you all of the things and give alibi to all that Basil has told you. If this continues, the world will change, not only Dawnsgate. And if the Crimson Herald is able to go through with her plan, I fear it's for the worst of the worst. Basil, go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. I didn't need it. Natural 20 with a 20.
It's all downhill from here.
If what you say is true, there are many things coming. There's much to prepare. I thank you, Basil, for... Go ahead.
I am grateful that you were willing to keep an open mind. We have not been so lucky as to find many people who are in such a position to be able to offer a lending ear. A lot of what we've done has required much sacrifice and, well, less than successful relationships. But I know that from what I've seen here, the marvelous inventions you've created and the sheer scope of some of the magics you use, to see it all be wasted, should this Crimson Herald come to fulfill her plans, I hoped, at the very least, that you would see as we do.
Yes. I'm starting to understand a little bit more. Things are getting a little bit more clear. Albeit not the answers that I would look for.
Well, for now at least, I hope you understand the importance of what we're doing, and again, I have laid myself bare at your mercy, and do intend, or at least will continue to, offer you as many of the answers you seek as possible. But this Crimson Herald cannot be allowed to succeed, and me and my friends are at the moment the only thing that stands between her and a fate that could rend this world asunder.
Basil, come with me. As he turns and makes his way back to the small entrance to which you came from.
Well, Basil will follow. I'm just kind of like keeping an eye on the floating halo crystal as well. Not that I intend to do anything with that, more I don't want to get blasted, so I'm just kind of like just still wary, you know.
Yeah.
Totally fair. As you make your way back to his workshop proper, while I will do my best on this side to attempt to persuade some of my colleagues into more clarity of mind, I might have a few things that could assist you. Bobby, roll a d12 for me.
Me?
Yes.
Hey. That's a 9.
9. Okay. And roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That is a 2. I hope I didn't fuck anything up.
Oh, your fault.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Now flip a coin. Now
Yes.
roll a d6.
Now go outside for a
Now
minute.
rub your tummy while patting your head at the same time.
Could you call your mom?
He reaches into one of the drawers and pulls out a small casing. It seems to be covered in a bluish velvet. He opens it up to reveal a ring and hands it to you.
I will take it.
This is known as a ring of evasion. Evasion. He continues to rifle through some of his drawers. V, roll a d12 for me.
So I just want to take a moment while we're rolling some stuff to point out that Basil is a museum curator who, every time I got magic items, they were confiscated and brought here or to the royal palace. Because I just think it'd be really funny if half of this stuff was stuff that was in my museum got freaking confiscated. I'm just
Probably
like,
is.
oh, goddamn.
V, what did you roll?
2.
2. Roll a d20 for me.
11.
11. Ruffling through the desk once more, he pulls out 2 bracers. These will be particularly useful in more of the dangerous situations. They are known as the Braces of Flying Daggers. Your turn, Basil. Go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
Okie dokie. I
Getting stuff. Okay.
I roll a 2.
A 2 as well. Okay, roll a d20 for me. While he does, I forgot to tell you what it was. Bracers of Flying Daggers. The armband appears to have a thin dagger strapped to it. As an action, you can pull up 2 magic daggers from the bracer and immediately hurl them, making a ranged attack with each dagger. Dagger vanishes if you don't hurl it right away, and the dagger disappears right after they hit or miss. The bracer never runs out of daggers.
Yo.
Damn, that's
Eli would have loved those.
Mm-hmm.
13 on the d20.
13 on the d20. Okay. Those remind me. As he continues to ruffle through his desk, he pulls out another set of larger bracers. You can see from the look of them, they look to be made out of bronze, but very, very thin. The Braces of Defense. While wearing these bracers, you gain a +2 to your AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield. That's kind of dumb. If you're not wearing any armor, forget it. These bracers give you...
It's for
Like
barbarians.
barbarians, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Classes
okay.
You can't wear armor.
All right, fair
Or
enough.
like wizards.
Good call.
Remember,
Good
Papa
call.
really wanted one of those?
Yes, I
Wow.
remember that.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
Pavo really wanted those. And look, I'm just giving them
Rob
away like
really
it's
wanted
nothing.
one of those.
So crazy. Tristan.
Oh, these would be nice for Oksana. Just
Tristan. Go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
Come on, endless potion of horses.
11.
11. And roll a d20 for me.
5.
As he continues to look around his shop, there was something else that... Right. He moves behind his workbench, where you can see a few staffs that seem to be propped up against the wall. An upcoming battle will need a little bit of help. He hands you a staff. A staff of healing should do well for you. The staff has 10 charges, and while holding it, you can expend 1 charge or more of its charge to cast one of the following spells, using your spell DC and spell casting modifier. Cure wounds, lesser restoration, or mass cure wounds.
Mass cure wounds.
Mass cure wounds.
Andy.
And that's a bonus action.
Yep.
Scrump,
Eh?
go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
I was just gonna mess it up. That is a 2.
Oh, I was close.
Okay. And roll a d20 for me.
We got a 16.
16.
This magic turtle.
You
I
get a
can see
stick.
how you will die.
You get a stick. Well done.
All right.
As he reaches once again into his workbench, pulling out what looks like a beautiful red cape. It gives off a little bit of a smell of sulfur. The Cape of Montbank. While wearing this, you can cast the Dimension Door spell as an action. When you disappear, you leave a cloud of smoke and appear in a similar cloud of smoke in your destination.
Dude, Scrump just became Nightcrawler.
He just did. Well done. And last but not least, Sicarious.
So D12.
Yes, sir.
Come on, big ass sword.
That is
Come
a
on, big ass-
10.
A 10. Okay.
Then
And a D20.
That'll be a 15.
And what better for battle than a weapon? Reaching into his lowest drawer, he reaches down and pulls out a long sword. You can see on its handles the guard seems to be that of a very thick, coiled snake. The Serpent's Fang. As he hands it over to you. With this sword, you do get a +1, as well as an extra D10 of poison damage to any target it hits.
Damn.
Keep it in a sheath.
I hope
This is most generous. Thank you. Thank you so much. This will go a long way in the fight ahead.
I surely hope these treasures will find good use with you and your group. I'm just sorry that there's not more that I could offer.
Well,
You guys just smell like an odor coming down from the rafters, and Scrump's just like up there around a piece of wood. This is great. No, you did good.
You are not there, Scrump.
He's still
You're
back
wow.
with the wizard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get out on the
you're-
roof!
I'm sorry. I got really thrown off. there. You go on.
I'm sorry.
Dude, when
when you
Scrump used the ring, he just went to the wrong area.
Yeah.
Wait,
He went back.
He went straight back.
And the thing is once you've got one Scrump, you just trying to get them all out is just really hard.
You can
know,
just
like-
picture him. You know, he's never left you. He's
Yeah.
just always.
All right.
That's what the purple hand really did.
Oh, stop. All right. I appreciate how much you've done, and there is, I suppose, one final thing I would ask, and please do not take this as a demand or anything like that, but there is one final book that we, well, have had some measure of difficulty finding out any information about, and that is a blue book. One that is supposed to be held deep within the palace vaults. A magic item as rare as any of the others. We are hoping that the Crimson Herald doesn't have it, though rumors have persisted that she may already. if you know anything about this, or if you learn anything about this, and I'm going to write down the details for the for my mom and the detective like hideout and stuff like that.
Okay.
If you learn anything regarding this blue book, bring that information to this address. They may not react the best if you mention my name, but they are helping.
Times like these create strange allies.
Yes, indeed.
I'm glad
Thank you
to have
again.
met you, Basil. I'm
I'm going to put
I
out my hand
can.
to give him a firm handshake as well. And likewise, it is truly a pleasure to meet someone of your standing.
As the two hands of great minds meet, you feel the wetness of a sloppy, well-done noodle in the power that they hold.
I'll then nod to him and I'll take hold of my ring and I will use it to return back to the safe house.
Okay?
And Basil wears all the magic items and is now the most powerful
I
being
know.
in all the world.
You put a tracking spell on you, and all the items are cursed.
Yeah, pretty much. As Basil vanishes from view, you once again feel a familiar tug, Basil. This one's slightly different, though. A bit encouraging. One that you all felt going through the portal. Almost like the confidence of the battle has increased your moxie, increased your mojo, increased your level.
Oh shit!
Hell
Hey,
yeah!
Basil got a level up. That's sweet.
Basil. Yeah.
Nate, you
Bunch of
never
magic
listen
items
to what
that'll
I'm
level
saying.
up.
Jesus
Hey
Christ.
guys,
In the
you won't
middle of
believe
an
it! I feel
episode?
so much stronger now.
With that said, my players have to do some leveling up. So we are going to take a little bit of a break. I know, unconventional in the middle of a session, getting to that level 7. But we will be back shortly. Couple minutes just for a quick bio break. You guys should go do the same. We've been sitting way too long. Someone should redeem acrobatics check right now, just in case, so we can make sure that we're up and moving around.
I would also like to just say for the people watching on YouTube, it is impossible for me to update the stat blocks right now. So for the rest of the episode, they will be our level 6
Wrong.
stats. I am so sorry, but I do them manually. Please forgive me.
Oh,
Do not forgive her
acrobatics check.
and yell at her on Discord.
Okay, everybody up. Yep, yell at Raina in the comments. Even the people on YouTube. Go ahead and stand up right now. Everybody in chat, stand up.
No.
We gotta stretch it out.
Anymore.
It's fine. You're wearing pants, Swiss. Okay, over on this side.
Am I?
I don't know. You tell me. Actually, don't tell me that. Oh, all right.
I'm not here. Okay.
Over on this
I'm very
side.
zoomed in.
This one's called the Chimera Cracker. Oh shit. I can't say that word on Twitch anymore. Whoops. Oh. And this side, oh yeah, that's the Genasi Gestation right there. Oh, that's good. There you go. Those are your
Fine,
D&D
now
yoga
can't
pose
feel
for the
my-
evening.
Can't feel my legs. This is covered by Cantrip Platinum, right?
Yeah, that's we got a good healthcare program with CCP.
Good healthcare problem.
Yeah, exactly,
Problem.
exactly. With that said, I think Bobby just left. He was like, "I'm not
Yeah.
doing this shit.
I'm
I'm
done."
leaving." He's like,
Oh,
"No,
he
not
died,
happening." Yeah, he's gone.
Exercise.
Yeah, I know. He's like, "Exercise. We're not doing that." But with that said, guys, and B-Town, thank you so much for the 700. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. With that said, we're going to take a short break and go do the bathroom things and go get drinks, and you should do the same. So go get your apple juices, your orange juices, your noodle juices. And guys, we will be back very shortly. You don't want to miss this. See you real soon.
Bye.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Completely forgot to say that we take some questions on break, but apparently we've been asked anyway.
Just yell
well
them at
done,
your
Senos.
screen.
What's that?
Just yell them at your screen if you forgot to ask over break.
Yeah, just yell them at your screen. I'll answer them, I'm sure. Just want to know how much Dave revealed to us thinking he was going to TPK the party for a week. I did not reveal anything that really would be detrimental to the campaign. That is the answer. Okay, one more question. How am I doing today? I'm doing well, Naomi. Good to see you as always. How you doing, bud?
Naomi.
Okay. With that said, we can go ahead and hop back into tonight's episode. As the remainder of you all teleport back to the gazebo, most of you rushing towards the manor, where you find the rest of your companions, save for Oksana, and V, laid out on the couch, looking pretty badly beaten, but resting proper. What would you guys like to do?
I see, we were right to trust Basil with your... Wait,
Oh yeah, Basil is there.
oh. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. You all made it out okay. Where's Oksana?
She
couldn't make it with us.
Okay, all right. She decided that she was going to stay with some friends.
Yeah, we hung out with an old man for a little bit.
Oh, that must be her parents.
Maggie's
all right.
place. We left her at Maggie's place because she couldn't get teleported back. So eventually we'll have to go back to her and get her. But she is safe. We made sure of it before we left.
Is Pluck here?
Can hear you.
No,
We hear
you
you.
can hear. You can hear me just
Stream
fine.
can't.
Stream could not hear me for some reason. Why isn't that working? Okay, that's what it was. Sorry, guys. Pluck is there along with Jed and the rest of your companions.
Pluck, I don't suppose you have an extra one of those rings on you by chance.
Not a vending machine, Wilhelm, but I can acquire one.
Understand. We will, they seem to have seized Oksana's ring, so she will be in need of a replacement, if that's all right.
Yes. Once I head back to the Liars Guild Hall, I'll be able to acquire another one for you.
Wait, didn't we give Jed Grimoire's ring? Why can't we just take that one?
You're not taking my ring?
I'm
This
just
was
saying,
a gift.
Yeah, look, things aren't working out, Jen.
Oksana needs it a little bit more than you
Better
do
work it
right
out,
now.
Jed.
It's not you. We're just going in a different direction. That's all.
No.
You look a little worse for wear there, V. Feeling all
I'm
right?
Just fine. What happened exactly? I sort of just woke up on the gazebo.
Basil, would you care to enlighten her?
The golem, the giant ball-bearing golem, exploded. We were all injured by the blast. I managed to get to your ring before. Well, on that note, Basil, well, you see, and he kind of reaches for his backpack, and as he does, he then sort of empties out all these magic items, just splayed out onto a table in front of us.
You killed the wizard and took his stuff. Nice, Basil.
No, not quite. Turns out, the wizard, very used by the Lucrums and the Crimson Herald, wasn't aware of much of what was going on, and I appealed to his intellectual nature, and he's now kind of sort of our ally, and he gave us all of this really expensive, powerful magic stuff.
So at 1 minute he's trying to kill us, the next minute he's giving us gifts.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we did interrupt him in a bit of a private moment, and, well, he is a man of science and innovation, and, well, if the butcher's around, that's not really going to happen, so I appealed to his sensibilities as a scientist, and that seemed to have paid off.
Did you go around kissing more people to make deals?
Now,
Oh,
Sicarious.
Basil kissing
I
witches.
want to say, well done, Basil. And Sicarious, maybe take a note here. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Hey, did I not get us past the guards?
And I appreciate it.
There we go.
But the important thing is we all made it. We're safe. We actually did it. We rescued Oksana. We even found an ally within the Beryllium Institute. I mean, I think this is as rough as it may have started. We've come out on top in the end, and we might actually have a chance.
No, I'd like to point out that you keep making allies of enemies when none of us are around.
That usually happens with me. Sometimes I cramp people's styles. Maybe you guys are like me and you just make things worse.
It's very honest of you, Scrump.
Thanks, Wilhelm. I'm trying to work on me, you know.
We could all do better.
Well, as my mother used to say, there are sometimes good questions that simply do not have good answers. I genuinely, since the beginning, have been sort of abhorrent to the idea of excessive violence, and well, it seems that many of the people who we've allied ourselves with happen to be of the same mindset, where violence is more of a last resort than a let's open the front door with our foot kind of deal.
I agree.
So, common grounds, I think, is the nature here, and I mean, I didn't tell him everything, of course, so it's enough to, at the very least, have him see some reason in not doing work for the Lucrums and the Crimson Herald.
Well done again. What do we have here?
This ring here is a ring of evasion. It allows people to act with a certain amount of swiftness based on their intuition and their gut. Rummaging around, I'm like, the Cape of the Mountebank, a cape that will allow you to transposition yourself from one location to another swiftly and with expedience. Braces of the Flying Dagger. I've actually never seen these ones. These they were supposed to come to my museum, but didn't end up doing so. But they summon or at least spawn magical daggers that one can hurl in quick succession, and it never runs out.
Daggers can't be magic, Basil. They're daggers.
Well, I mean, okay, yes, but the temp. You know what? It's fine. This is a staff of healing. Honestly, I was a little bit taken aback by this because this has been something I've eyeballed for a long time for the collection. This is literally the stuff of champions. Most people go their entire lives without ever. And you see Basil sort of getting into his own head as he goes, yes, healing spells, charges. It works. It's very good.
I'll take the big stick. Scrump's just gonna go forward.
It's not a big stick. It's a heroic. It's an artifact of legend.
You just start doing cool stuff. Like,
don't hit things with it. Just,
I mean, you do handle it very well, Scrump.
Thanks. I do cool spins. I once did an extra for a movie about these cool warriors, and I came out of this cool hangar, and I stepped out, and I was all like, two sides of a staff. Hey, you can see it later. It's cool.
Well, if nothing else, it should help you prop up that backpack of yours.
Yeah, true enough. That's structural support.
I think I've seen that movie. It's the one with that really annoying character that everyone
What is a
didn't
movie?
like. Yes.
no, Scrump was in his.
I don't
early-
understand.
So, shit. The Serpent's Fang, another weapon of legend, a poisonous blade that is able to carry the vitriol and venom of the person wielding it into the tip of it to thrust into their enemies.
Let
Yep.
me take a look at that.
I will hand it to Sicarious in its scabbard because I will not touch its blade. There you are. And lastly,
Grump, on guard.
Cool. Let's go.
No, just
Start
they
hitting
don't
the
make these.
While that's going
Anymore.
on, Wilhelm will walk up to V and he'll like touch your forehead to like feel your to feel if you have like a fever or something. But I'm also casting Cure Wounds on you.
I was gonna swat you away.
Me of all people.
Try to poison you.
So Basil, you just decided to talk to them, and he gave you all
5
this
points.
neat equipment.
Well, yes. Oh, and these braces of armor. Quite formidable. But if one is unarmored, then yeah, it's quite useful. And yes, no, that's basically the sum of it. He is a very logical person, and was able to see reason. And even provided me at least some measure of shelter from the first sword before they arrived. So, yeah.
Well, I always thought you talked to them much, but apparently it came into good use today. You did well. Thank you.
No, thank you. I feel as though we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and we all, in our own way, help each other rise to the occasion when needed. I certainly wouldn't be here without all of our strengths combined. So, also, Tristan, you look well.
Thank you. I've been drinking a bit. Fun times.
That's a
That makes you
secret.
look
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copious
Kids.
amounts of alcohol. Okay,
Yeah.
it's the preservatives in the alcohol keeping his flesh looking fresh. All right.
That's the first time I heard that.
Speaking
Thank you.
of strength, back to the point. Seems the staff and the sword may already be spoken for, it seems. Since you were the one who came across these, is there anything that you had your eyes on, Basil?
Oh, no. I still I'm more than happy with the rod I stole from the guards. Please, by all means, if there's things that you would like from this pile of treasures, then by all means.
We'll look over to V, I guess.
V will just walk up to the pile and take the armband, dagger, bracers.
Bracers of flying daggers.
Sweet. Instantly shoots daggers on the floor.
Just right around
It's just-
Basil.
What did I do? Oh my god! Or just
exactly.
Doesn't have an off switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if no one is opposed,
And he grabs the cape of Montepig, but he puts it the opposite way, so it looks like an apron. Just ties it in the back.
Sick.
Nice.
That's kind of perfect.
That's perfect.
Well
yeah.
done. That definitely deserves some inspiration.
Hey, Bobby, I can't alter fabrics, so if you want anything etched on there, just let us
Hell
know.
yeah.
We can kiss
Kiss
the
the
chef,
cook, bitch.
whatever you want. You know? Yeah.
Butter believe it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's good, yeah.
Pun,
Pretty
but it
good.
does have butter in it.
Yeah.
There is something that I wanted to talk to you all about. Something odd happened to me. You know me and always touching death these days.
Weird.
Seems I got a
Sorry.
little close this time. Enough that I'm pretty sure Grimoire spoke with me. I could hear him. Mostly words of hurry up, get up, don't be lazy.
How do we
Just-
know this was not just your imagination, since you were pretty wounded?
I suppose we don't. but he did say some things about we need to hurry up, and he mentioned there's going to be a lot more death after the Harvest Moon Festival, and that we need to talk to someone named Aurelia, and she can turn the tides in our favor.
But you shouldn't be talking to zombies. It's not a...
And how is this Aurelia or whatever supposed to help us? How?
He didn't say. He just... We have to find her fast. I wouldn't even know where to begin, but I was thinking, I had some time here. I was thinking about the Harvest Moon Festival. And we've heard it before, but it's... Do you remember when we were trying to sneak into the Crimson Herald's place and they all heard that weird phrase where they would say, "Blessed be the harvest," and then the response, "May the beautiful butcher's calling be plentiful."
Of course.
So maybe this Harvest Moon thing, I mean, it feels fairly obvious, but now that I say it all together out loud, but maybe the butcher is going to use this Harvest Moon Festival to do her plan. I don't know. Maybe that's what she wanted Oksana for.
But
Maybe
without
that's-
Oksana and without the scroll, they can't complete their task, can they?
Well, Grimoire seems to think that we're still fucked. So, to put things like, well, heavily, I guess, but... And at that time... Sorry?
Honestly, without knowing the intricacies of the ritual, we do not know what capacity they'll be able to reinvigorate the butcher at the time. But at the very least, if Grimoire's warning is true, we have an idea of how much time we have. Do we know how long it is till the Harvest Moon Festival?
You have about a week's time.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
What?
near-death delusions could explain why you heard this harvest thing before. It was already in your subconscious and brought forth, but this name, I take it you've never heard it before?
Aurelia? Dave just checking, like, does V know the name? Outside
No.
of...
None of you have heard the name Aurelia before.
No. I honestly wouldn't even know where to start. Maybe...
Regarding
Luck, Jet?
the name, I might be of some assistance there.
Hmm.
Which makes me believe that what V heard was not within her subconscious mind. It does make sense. As you've all asked, I have looked into the final book, the Book of Hope. And I believe I have determined the proper location. The Book of Hope, as I believe I've mentioned once before, is within the Royal Library. The Royal Library is the most expansive and private of collections in the entire realm. Not only is it guarded every hour of every day by the King's Guard, but from what I'm told there's a number of safeguards as well, both mundane and magical in nature. It would be a near-suicide mission to even attempt to make it inside. However, the most difficult of obstacles is found within its depths. In the center of the library, you will find a magical being known as the Librarian. He holds all of the knowledge of the vast collection. Now, in order to find the item that you seek, you must convince the Librarian to give him your knowledge. Give you his knowledge. However, there is an accomplished few, very few, one in particular that know the secrets aside from King Logan himself. A dwarven woman named Cesora Goldgrip. She's the king's niece's tutor. She's temporarily been given access while teaching the young woman. Now, apparently, her and her scribes at sometimes go to the Calypsy Garden, a beautiful botanical garden that is very limited in access, mostly to those who are members of the People's Ring. She does spend some time studying out there with her scribes, and it would be the best way to speak with her, convince her, whatever you must do. Now, Aurelia, why I believe this is topical to the situation. There is only one I know by that name. Princess Aurelia, the king's niece. I don't know why Grimoire would either know that name or why he would push you towards her. But based on the information, there might be something here.
So, when you say that, was it Sisora Goldgrip? Did I say that right?
Yes, Sisora Goldgrip.
Sisora. When you say she's studying in the botanical garden, is she studying because she's the tutor to the king's niece, to Aurelia? Would they both be there?
I doubt that the princess herself would be there, but I do know of a small school of scribes. That is where from time to time Sisora teaches some of her lectures.
Sorry, a school of scribes? Is that what you just said?
Yes, small class.
And
So the idea is to get close to Sisora in order to get close to this Aurelia.
While cryptic, I believe that's possibly what Grimoire meant.
I wish he could have been a little more direct.
And considering that the other faces are all over the place as criminals, why would they help us?
I do not know, Sicarious. There is one other thing you should know, though. Speaking of your popularity, word has gotten out on a few fronts. The First Sword has been made aware of the escapades at the Lucrum Estate, and by now, I would not be surprised if they've also heard of the Durellium Institute. This has escalated things quite a bit, causing issues in Dog's Breath is one thing, but causing issues within the People's Ring is entirely separate. I don't know exactly what their next move is, but I would be certain that something is coming.
very ominous again. Great.
Ah.
It's coming.
Oh God!
Steel yourselves.
Whatever it is, we'll face it together.
So, do you think it's better to try and find Sisora in the garden or in her class? Which one is easier to get into, knowing us?
What do you mean by get into her class?
Well, because you said that Aurelia would be in this school of scribes, right?
Potentially. I'm not sure if she's a member of the students. I just know that Cesora is her private tutor.
Okay, all right. So it's
So in terms of just Basil's history, because we've, background stuff, have I ever been to or was a student of the School of Scribes?
No.
Okay.
When I say the School of Scribes, this isn't a proper institution or organization. I'm just referring to the students that she has, which are all scribes.
oh god.
Oh, right.
Okay. All right. So, how do we get into the botanical garden? I'm assuming we can't just waltz in.
Reservation, maybe?
It will be tightly guarded. It is known to be frequented by individuals of the royal family, of the 5 vassals. It is not an area that is easily accessible to the public.
So,
There's always the option of disguising ourselves as some of those higher nobility and running the risk that they
Problem with
also
that
happen
is-
to be there.
The problem with that is obviously that we don't know exactly what they do once they're there. We can look like them, but if we converse with anybody, chances are we'll be discovered.
There is.
I'm great at
one-
it's all right.
Good job,
Scrump.
Scrub.
We did, yes.
Plus, if things go haywire, I am not in any condition after this last battle to be able to assist in any way.
Hey,
I'm-
Black, do you got
I'm-
any
yes.
way to fix this?
Fix. I mean, we have to consider all options. If we can get in and out without any violence, that would be best. But right now, I don't know. We have to be prepared for all options.
Look, I think trying to do anything in the state that we're in is just reckless at that point. We will need to recover. But as far as getting into such an exclusive place, we do have one ally that may be able to secure a invitation and reservation. I'm fairly certain, at least in part, that the Oracle of Love, for example, may be welcomed with open arms in such a place. After all, her fame and notoriety are stretched beyond just the walls of this city, but many in the surrounds, and I doubt a restaurant of that standing would turn down a request from someone of that stature.
Of fame and notoriety, of fame and notoriety.
I mean, Basil,
Pardon?
we could probably try to get Stinky Pete, but I don't know how we could find him. But they could probably get us in. They got tickets for everything.
Who?
Stop crying.
You guys doubt Stinky? I guarantee you Stinky get us in this
Wait,
event.
are
if
you
we find-
referring to the person we met in the sewer?
Yeah,
Yes, he
Stinky.
is.
Stinky's great. He'll my hook up for anything I need done.
I
How about
don't
we
know
keep
what to
that as
say
plan
about
B?
this.
Yes. How about how about Stinky be our plan B?
Fine, plan B, but fine. You'll be
Plan
right
B
embarrassed
or
when you
E
find
or
out that he's
Z,
already at the
please.
party.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, for the time being, however, we have had a long, long day. Let's take some time to rest and recover, and we'll discuss our next course of action. And I'm fairly confident we're all wanting to go to the Calypsy Gardens as early as we can.
Now, should we try to reunite with Oksana before we head that way?
Well, once
Or we
our
need to
dear
wait
friend-
for Jed or
Puck.
Pluck to get the ring?
yes, once Pluck
Because
comes
Jed's
back with
not
the ring,
giving up his.
that's fine. Tristan, I don't suppose you would do us the favor if, when Pluck returns, to give the ring to Oksana so she can return?
Wait, you're saying Tristan's not going to come with us this time?
No, as in while we're resting, if Pluck
Oh.
returns before we go,
I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yes, because yes. For no other reason than Tristan, you look rather uninjured. It's almost miraculous how uninjured you look.
It's just that alcohol keeping them young.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Doesn't taste like anything, but does weird stuff to you.
Is he drinking like rat poison or something?
Some shit he found in Scrump's closet.
Yeah.
Tristan never ate or drank since he came back, so drinking with Jed was probably not a good idea.
No,
Right.
definitely wouldn't be. Well, I'm glad that it's not having ill effects on you, but I have nothing to say about this. It's just okay. Uncle Tristan became an alcoholic very quickly.
Okay, I was bored, okay? There's nothing to do here.
You're supposed to be figuring out the scroll that you got with Sicarious.
They must have already
Okay.
done it, and that's why they're bored drinking, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan,
All
I
right.
think we forgot to do something while they were gone.
Did you at least show him how to stinky leg properly?
I
'Cause
did.
can't
I
take
showed him
another-
how to stank leg.
Are you
Look, do
sure?
it. Tristan, show him.
I'm going inside.
I'm doing whatever I'm supposed to do
Make
because the player has no idea.
make a performance check with double advantage.
Yes.
Oh, but
That's
You
the
have
Jed
spent hours working on this.
a permanent +5 to performance.
Yeah. Just with stanky leg performance.
so I got
Yeah,
a 9 and
exactly.
11 and a
Stinky leg
14.
based performances. Yeah.
And what's the
Performance?
third roll?
14 plus 4, that's 18.
18. You perform the stanky leg like no one else ever has. As the rest of you watch this being done, you look over to Jed in disbelief as a single tear rolls down his eye, a wide smile on his face.
You have to admit it is pretty impressive.
They're very fluid.
That's
You had
how
a
it's
lot of
done.
practice. Thank you, Jed, for teaching me.
Hey, man. When student becomes the master.
I feel like this is going to help me a lot in our
It
future
will.
endeavor.
It will.
Can't wait to see Tristan kill the final boss and just stanky leg over top of him.
Yes, well, while you all get some rest, I'll head back to the lands of the Band of Liars, and we'll obtain another ring. I should be back in the morning.
Thank you.
Of course.
Been a great help, Pluck.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Pluck.
Any chance that you've gotten one of those magical flutes for me?
No.
Thought I'd check.
And while you're out, it appears that no amount of healing has been able to wipe off this fatigue that I'm feeling. Maybe there's something you can ask the Band of Liars that may be able to help. It would be greatly appreciated.
I'll see what I can do. Any other
Best of luck,
requests?
Pluck.
Very good. Well, I will see you all in the morning then.
Good day.
Okay.
Good day. Sorry.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Mike.
Good day. I tip my fedora towards you, sir. All right. As Pluck leaves, Jed turns to all of you. I need a new pupil.
Who was your first pupil? Let's start there. Why do you
We
need
don't
a-
talk about the first people. My backstory.
Why don't we talk about the first pupil? He's standing right there as he points over to Tristan.
Okay.
My stinky leg days are done. Someone else got to step in. I can't do it again. Not after last time. Not after what happened.
Wilhelm, this sounds like something right.
I'll
up
be
your
busy
alley.
cooking, unfortunately, as wonderful as it sounds.
All right. Well, the offer's there. If anybody's looking for it.
I'm sure Oksana would be more than happy to when she returns.
Right, Oxy. She'll want to know how to do this for sure.
Yes, you go right ahead and you teach her when she gets
Yeah,
back.
because she's a real warrior, Sicarious, unlike some people.
Excuse me.
You heard what I said? Y'all stood there like, I have to be part of the first guard.
Did it not accomplish what we wanted?
Yeah, but you didn't do it in style. Sicarious, we've had this conversation like 4 times already.
You
was
drive
just
me
out of game.
absolutely crazy. What we did, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm not building up to this right
that's a
now.
man that admits defeat.
You son
I'm
of a...
sensing that, Sicarious, you might want to consider yourself the new pupil.
I'm the one who taught him,
He didn't
I'm
teach me
gonna go
nothing.
get dinner started.
and he went and screwed it all up.
It's fine. I'm going to help Wilhelm anyway. Wilhelm, you're gonna put any of that mustache in there?
God damn. This is why I wanted to take the ring from him. Jesus Christ.
Scrump's gonna head back to his quarters, laboratory / closet.
Okay.
I got some things to do.
All right.
It's closetary.
Aside from Wilhelm creating a wonderful meal for you all, is there anything anyone else would like to do for the evening?
I'm going to go hide in the library and study the scroll.
Okay.
But you weren't doing that this entire time? Jeez, man.
So Basil's in the washroom, shirtless at the moment, as he is literally like
Flexing?
plucking.
Oh.
Yes, he is literally plucking ball bearings out of like bruised and open wounds, as he is like kind of, sort of treating himself and, making sure that, like he's just assessing his injuries and all that.
Gross. Okay.
Can I cast heat metal?
Oh my
God damn it.
What's wrong with you?
It's sanitary. He's trying to help.
Yeah, and he meant on the water tap so that I've got hot water to like dress
Yeah.
my wounds in. I
Exactly,
appreciate
yeah.
it, Tristan. Yeah. What are you guys thinking, you weirdos?
I think since we're waiting for dinner, I'm guessing V will kill some time by playing with her new knives, and she'll just start throwing them around. See how many she can pull out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
they disappear as you like throw them. So.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but how many times she can.
You pull out 2, a number of times.
Awesome. Sounds exciting for her.
As
So-
Basil's sitting there picking ball bearings out of his own flesh, the door breaks open and you just see Scrump. He's like, magic stick! And he comes in swinging it. And then he just kind of briefly leave. But Basil, you notice that, because I just kind of want to try this thing. I'm going to cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's what this thing does. So you have healed 10 points. Or,
Oh,
Can we just say that when Scrump breaks in and yells magic stick, he actually hits him first, like Rafiki?
yeah, 100%. Like he's swinging it.
He
and
thinks
doesn't-
it works. He
hits
actually
him right
you
in
with
the
it to
shin.
cast it.
Just an awesome shin shot.
You're like, ow, you little bastard. Oh, wait.
What the- ah.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, actually, that's
Like-
not too bad.
3d6 minus 1. Damage you do.
Done. I will do that. 3d6 minus 1.
That's
As Basil's wounds start to stitch and heal, you hear the sounds of several of the ball bearings just sort of clattering to the ground. I'm going to collect them.
Okay.
Back ball bearings.
You get
Turning
7
into
ball
Tristan.
bearings. You are now
Oh.
7 times the most dangerous man in the world.
Yes! I'm also going to wash them because that's gross.
Wow.
6th most.
High fantasy roleplay right here, guys.
Mhm.
Wash your ball bearings. Make sure they're sanitary.
That's right.
Do you want
I
to
don't
pretend
pretend
to
to
He's
open at
going
the
to
same
go over
time?
to the mundane equipment that was brought and look to see if there's a shield in there.
You do find a shield. It seems to be it seems to have a metal iron rim around it with a circular shield. Mostly just a hand shield. with some planks of wood directly in the center.
All right, I'm going to pick that up and try to use that with the longsword and just kind of practice using it, considering he's usually using two-handed weapons.
Okay. You do that.
Tristan is coming back out of the library. He's picking up the bracer of defense and going back into the library.
Okay.
Like, yoink.
So there's just like just a small ring still on the floor. Just Basil looking at it like.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Once Basil is done in the bathroom,
Yeah.
cleaning himself,
Yeah. Picking out his balls. I get it.
picking
Yeah.
at his balls. Yeah.
Hey, those are some brass balls.
V will try and find him like in an aside, and she'll just say, so you know how I heard Grimoire talking to me. I also heard you talking to me. Is that in my head?
Basil looks like he's going to say something, but there's this kind of very nervous energy about him as he just doesn't reply, but he finds it difficult to meet your eye as you say that.
Hello, can you hear me? Is your hearing damaged from the battle?
No, I just yes, I may have spoken to you before you, while you were yes, I did.
Right. Well, so let me get this straight. I went down, and then you came over to me, and somehow, I don't know how, but my ring worked, and you got me back here. Am I understanding that right?
Well, the rings need a clear visual to determine the destination when you activate it. I was worried that when you were unconscious, you would no longer be able to utilize it, so I helped put your mind in a place where you could visualize where the ring would take you. It was by no short miracle that it worked, but it did.
Is there something that you want from me?
Sorry?
I mean, at this point, Basil, really, let's just call a spade a spade. You have saved me so many times that I couldn't even repay you back with my own life. So just name what you want and let's be over with this so that you can stop risking yourself for me.
I don't want anything, V. I've never wanted anything apart from your friendship.
Oh, please. Everyone wants something.
Well, the thing is, when we met and spent that time aboard the ship and in the tavern, I wasn't lying when I said I had trouble making friends. I just don't know what to do. Half the time I barely find the words that meaningfully connect me to other people. It wasn't until you and Grimoire truly offered your hearts as my friends that I was able to learn what my voice truly sounded like. And I don't know, from that moment I swore that I would do anything to treasure and protect that friendship. Losing Grimoire was one of the hardest moments for me. And even now, there is an ache, a hollowness that just follows me around. Some days it's fine, other days it feels like an open wound. when I think of losing you, there is nothing that I want more in this world than to make sure that this fate never happens to you. Because you are my friend. And,
Sorry.
No, you go. No, that's where he'll stop. He'll.
You see, like, V's looking at you with like really soft eyes, which is very rare for her. And then she sort of goes back to her regular self, sort of closed off, and she'll just say, "All right, I'm going to pretend I believe that for a moment. Will you do me one more favor then?"
It's within my power to grant. Yes.
And V will lean in really close, and she'll say really quietly, "Stop protecting me. Stop risking yourself for me." And she'll start walking away.
Basil has a moment as he stands there in the room. He feels the weight of his body shift very greatly from his chest straight down towards his knees. He begins to run through his head. Has he done something wrong? Is what he's doing hurting V? And he just remains in silence for a while, just in this room.
And as V walks into the hallway, there's Wilhelm there stirring, but he was kind of like this, looking like through the doorway. And he's like, oh, just kind of like scuttles off as he's just stirring a pot. Just like...
V will just go, like, get ready for dinner now. Just wait for dinner.
Okay.
Basil's not present at dinner.
Oh.
I don't eat. How many times do I have to tell you guys this? Like, it's episode 1. I've not eaten.
You
Okay.
eat my food.
As you all begin to sit down to enjoy another lovely meal from Wilhelm. Wilhelm, what's the spread for tonight?
Ooh.
Oh man. So Wilhelm comes out looking as proud as can be. And Jed is having to help him with the sheer amount of like food.
Tonight we have duck breasts with an apricot chutney, some pork tenderloin with a 3-berry salsa. You also have here a baked balsamic chicken.
It's like an oversized chicken. Like, it's clearly not made with a chicken.
And some slow-simmered burgundy beef stew. And, of course, the piece de resistance.
And he like kind of like uncloaks like a brown sugared pineapple ham.
Yeah, and you see that salt shaker right there? I filled that.
Dang, Jet,
Yes.
you can cook?
It was a great help.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, what are y'all waiting for? Let's dig in, man. Or wait, Wilhelm, am I supposed to say that, or is that your job?
He looks pissed.
It's quite all right, Jed. Please, enjoy.
You all find your seats sitting down, seeing the hot, steaming food all in front of you. A beautiful spread filled with color and warmth, clearly built and cooked from the heart.
Also, everyone heals 1d8. Whoever's eating
Nice.
Basil.
It's like a Nona taking offense to it. You don't sit
Well-
at my table?
Well, make me some nightmares and then I'll eat it.
You begin to enjoy the meal proper, taking the first few bites.
Secretly cast purify food and water.
Yeah. As you look over, Sicarious
I've been
Scrump's
lied
like,
to too many times.
yeah.
Hey, I've been poisoned way too much.
Before you hear a very loud and hard banging on the front door.
Oh, God. Wilhelm, you have guests coming for dinner? Tell them they can't have any of the chicken.
The banging
Well, anybody
continues
who knows we're here
nonstop.
has access.
Who would be coming here now?
I think it's Oksana. Or maybe Pluck is back. No, he
Oh.
would just walk in.
Oksana
an eye
doesn't have
hole.
the.
Do we have a ring? A ring doorbell on this?
The
Well,
ring of
maybe we should
people.
all go enter the door together.
Get behind me, Petunia.
All of you standing up from the table begin to walk towards the front door. And as Wilhelm takes the lead, he reaches forwards, twisting the door handle, and slowly pulling the door open. First, looking out in front of you, you see nothing. Before you look down, to see a small, furry creature, humanoid, with long ears, and a patch over top of his eye. I'm looking for Oksana. Oksana said I should meet her here. But that, my friends,
No!
is going to be a story
Shit, it's
another
a
day.
rat. Stop.
Kill it, kill it.
Damn it! Damn it,
Yes,
Jake!
the ring, kill it. No,
Three more lives. In-
Yeah, right?
In spirit.
like, hey, Oksana, we got your ring back.
It wipes it off.
Clear off the blood. Here you go.
God, you guys are something, I swear to God. With that said,
Had fun,
guys,
Dave?
what's that?
Did you have fun?
Oh, I always have fun. First and foremost, cross streams, thank you for the 2 new friends. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all of you, thank you so much for joining us for the evening. It was an absolute blast, as it always is. But this is where we are going to wrap up for the week. Before I go, is there a thing tomorrow? Are you doing a thing tomorrow?
I believe so.
You believe so.
Yes, the only reason, well, yes.
You
We
heard
will
it
say
here
yes.
first.
Yeah,
We will say
Breaking news.
that is
He's doing a thing.
There's
he's
some stuff
well
going
done.
on at
Well
work.
done.
There's some stuff happening at work, and I just, need to make sure I'm good. But yes.
Stay tuned.
Let's say yes, and if you hear from me otherwise, just assume that.
What do you
yes.
have planned on this show? Please tell
Absolutely
us.
nothing. Actually, I do have one thing. The one thing I have planned is I found a story that I started writing when I was in elementary school. My parents are moving, and they gave me a box of old documents, and I started writing a story when I was in elementary school. I will do a live dramatic reading.
I have,
Oh, cool.
in fairness, I have read this, guys, and oh boy, this
It
is
sucks.
this is the height of a 13 to 15-year-old girl's story. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Is there vampires? Is there
woo.
werewolves?
Are you gonna do the? Are you gonna read the poem too?
Since you brought it up, I'll read the poem too. The poem was in high school.
Oh,
The story
okay.
was in elementary school.
The
That
poem-
would explain the poem.
High school
Oh.
is where you get deep.
It's let me
That's
tell
where
you.
you truly become such a knowledgeable individual.
It
Yeah.
was something. That's it was something.
Yeah. Yep.
But with that said, folks, I think that's where we're going to wrap up for the evening. I don't see anybody that we can raid for the evening. But with that said, thank you once again for coming and joining us for the evening. Guys, I don't think we have much left of this campaign, to be honest with you.
And game and game and game.
We do have the last book, and then beyond that,
Family
We'll
reunion.
see.
I mean,
we will see. But with all that said, to all the adventurers out there. Oh, there's a weird like flashing thing on my screen there for a second. To all the adventurers out there. Whether coming out of the frying pan and into the fire, or finding a really cool stick in the forest that you just want to show your friends, I beg you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. We'll see you next week, guys. Take care.
Bye bye.
bye bye. Bye bye.